Can it work out in the long run if you don't feel that attracted to the person? Is it okay if you are not physically attracted to your girlfriend or boyfriend? What's the worst thing that could happen when there's no attraction in the relationship? Most of you won't get anywhere with this dating, but think about a few things before you decide. Today, I'll talk about things to think about if you don't want to date someone you are not attracted to. You should follow this relationship advice if you want to work things out with that someone. Many people end up with someone who isn't their type, and dating someone you're not attracted to can be good in some ways. When dating someone you're not physically attracted to, here are some things to consider. Do you want him, or do you want to date him? When you're ready and willing to meet someone and have a strong desire for a relationship, it's easy to mistake that desire for attraction. You don't feel anything for this guy, but you want to because you want to find love. You may be trying to make it fit even though it doesn't. So, before you do anything else, ask yourself if you want someone in your life or if you want this man in particular. Are your feelings getting in the way? What else is going on in your life is the second thing to think about. If you've recently been through a messy divorce or breakup, a significant career change, or a lot of stress, you're probably in a state of emotional distraction. When you have too much going on, it's hard to like anyone, and it's not fair to start something new when you don't have the emotional energy for it. Give yourself as much time as you need to deal with these feelings. Tell the man you're seeing right now the truth. Wait to date again until your head and heart are right. Here are the 7 reasons to date someone you're not attracted to. Number 7. It makes dating less stressful. The first reason I'd suggest dating someone you're not attracted to is that it makes dating much less stressful. When was the last time you met someone who looked like the main character in a hit romantic comedy? Most likely, you became more self-conscious and threw yourself into a tizzy. You might have been trying hard to impress or show him a side of yourself you thought he would like. This is fine. If you take away the physical attraction, you won't care about your appearance or sound as if you're interesting enough. No pressure will be put on you to perform. It will feel easy and natural, like when you hang out with a friend. And you can put all your effort into making this man feel emotionally attracted to you and find out if your personalities and values are similar. Number 6. Keep in mind that physical attraction wears off. When you're thinking about the long term, it doesn't matter how hot you or your partner is. This is normal since the physical spark will always fade over time. At some point, you get so used to someone's looks that the physical chemistry between you stops working. This is a good enough reason to keep dating someone you're not attracted to physically. We live in a world where people care much about their appearance. Much of what we think about how we look and how other people look comes from what the media tells us. We only share photos of ourselves on social media that show us at our best, and we use filters to make them even better. On dating apps, we judge people immediately based on a few photos of them. It's nice to be physically attracted to someone, but what if you changed the way you thought about attraction? How attractive someone is has nothing to do with just how they look. You could meet the hottest guy you've ever seen, only to find out he has nothing interesting to say and is as dull and dry as a cracker without the cheese. If you want a long-term relationship and love, you should get to know people better and see if you feel an emotional connection. Number 5. It can help you avoid picking the wrong person. You can avoid dating people who aren't good for you if you date someone you don't like. You might always go for a specific type. That doesn't mean you should only date people who are like this. You might love lobster rolls, But does that mean you should only eat lobster rolls? No. Think about what you'd miss: ramen, pizza, mac and cheese, ice cream, and peanut butter cups. If you've had a lot of bad luck in love and think it's because you've only been in one date, it's time to look for someone else. There's no better place to start than with someone who doesn't look like your typical partner, someone you might not usually notice. People say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but too many of us still do. Number 4, it can take time for attraction to grow. How often have you seen a man and a woman start as friends and then start to like each other romantically? This is an excellent example of how it takes time to build attraction. When you meet someone for the first time in person, you do so in a very planned and controlled setting. You can only see so many of them when you go out for drinks or dinner with them. You have yet to have a chance to see how they treat their friends and family, how they deal with stress or act in a crisis, or how kind and helpful they are. When you see someone in all of these other situations, it can make you like him more. Sometimes it will hit you out of the blue, and he will go from being a merge to a straight up 10 out of 10 only if you try it out. Number 3, it helps you think about who they are. Have you ever been so blown away by how hot a man or woman is that you couldn't think of anything else? At the night's end, you only knew his first name and maybe what he would look like without a shirt on. The whole point of dating is to get to know someone better, and sometimes it's hard to do that with someone very attractive. When you date someone you aren't physically attracted to, you can focus on more important things like his personality. In the end, looks doesn't matter as much as personality, intelligence, sense of humor, and values. Number 2, when someone gets you, it's hard. One of the best things about relationship is when you become best friends and almost understand each other better than anyone else. This kind of relationship takes a long time to grow naturally, which is why dating someone you're not attracted to at first could lead to something special. So, if you're unsure about the person you're dating, ask yourself if you like spending time with them. Does that person listen well? Is he trying to show that he wants to know more about you and what makes you tick? Are your love languages compatible? Do you feel at ease around him? When someone gets you in a way that most people don't, they get a lot of points on the sexy meter. Number 1, it will make you think more. When you meet someone from a different country or culture, they often break you out of the little world you've been living in. This is why we love to go on trips, try new food, and do new things. It makes us think about things differently and adds something new to our lives. Dating someone who is ugly or whom you consider not your type and who you wouldn't usually hang out with will get you out of your comfort zone and help you have new, exciting conversations. The point of a first date is to do something unique with a new person. So, what if it ends up not going anywhere? At least, you're putting yourself out there and you'll learn a lot you can use in your dating life. Most of us are uncomfortable with this idea of dating, but there's nothing wrong if you try. Then maybe the right person for you is just around, and you have to think outside of the box. Consider this relationship advice and let us know your thoughts. What do you think about this topic? Do you agree with me too? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.